Now I gotta ask you this. Are you tired of hanging lights season after season after holiday season? Well, I've got a solution for you, and they are permanent landscape lights that you attach to the outside of your home, and you do it only once. And the beautiful part about it, other than that it's a permanent attachment that you do once, you can change the color scheme to suit the holiday or not suit the holiday. Maybe you just want white lighting. And I'm going to show you how it's done coming up next. Hi everybody, I'm Leah of seejanedrill, and if this is your first time here, can I just say welcome to you. We're a home improvement channel where beginners are welcome as well. Now at the top of the video, I talked about landscape lighting, and thanks to Young Jay, a subscriber that commented on last week's video, she said, Leah, listen, can you do a video about landscape lighting? And hence today's video. And it's the perfect time really because, well, the holidays are right around the corner, and even though this is permanent lighting that we're going to install today, it can also be used to dress up your house for the holidays. So why don't we jump right into it? Today's video is not a sponsored video, so I'm going to provide you with some different brands to choose from, along with different price points. Now, what I'm going to be installing today is the light bars, spotlights, neon rope lights, and what I think is the star of the show, the permanent outdoor eave lights. All right, this is the hardware that they've included to, well, attach our lighting permanently to the eaves. Now, what I like about this is they've given you several different options to choose from depending upon the surface that you're going to attach to. Now, these hangers here, if you notice, they have double-sided tape to them. How you decide you're going to install is solely up to you, whether you just use the double-sided tape or you use the tape in combination with the screws here, or of course the other option they give you is the hangers with the double-sided tape, and you can use anchors and screws. All right, it's time for us to connect our segmented lines to make certain that they're operational. Now, they give you something that looks like a plug and a receptacle, and that's the way you want to think of it. You have a three-prong plug here, and then you've got the receptacle. There's no way to mix them up. You'll always be connecting them correctly because of that. Now, they've made it really easy for you to line the plug up with the prongs because they've got arrows here. They've got arrows on this, you got arrows there, and it allows you to line them up perfectly, and then you want to push in firmly. You want to make a watertight connection. They have a little plastic gasket there to ensure that. And then once you have the two connected, there's a nut here that even secures it further. Okay, it's plugged in. So all our lights and components are functioning just as they should. Now we're ready to install. I find it really helpful if you start to unravel your line before you actually start to mount the line. Now what I want to do is I want to take you close and show you how to make an actual attachment to the surface with the hardware that they provide. Now what you want to do is you want to make certain that you have a nice clean surface. I like using microfiber cloth with rubbing alcohol is because it allows me to spot clean where I'm going to attach the hardware. I don't have to worry about cleaning down the entire surface where I'm going to place the line. I just have to be concerned with where that double-sided tape is going along with the hardware. All right, what we have here is our line here, and as you see, the lights are attached to the line. But if you flip it over to the back side, you'll notice double-sided tape. And what happens is you can separate the mounting plate from the light itself. It just slides off like so. And it's this mounting plate that's attached with double-sided tape, which allows you to press it up against the surface that you're mounting it to long enough to drive a screw. And that's what's gonna hold it. It's gonna be the screw that you use to mount it with. You really don't wanna rely just on the double-sided mounting tape to support the line. We're going for a permanent application, and the best way to achieve that is to actually mount it with a screw. Now, you have to think of the double-sided tape as being a placeholder. It's gonna hold the mounting hardware in place long enough for you to drive a screw. Now, one of the things you wanna make certain of is that your line is straight. You don't want it to be twisted. So we're gonna take our line and we're gonna place it right here, push down on it. Like I said, make certain that your line is nice and straight, that you've got good contact with the light and the surface that you're mounting it to. Once your light is secured to the surface that you're mounting it to, you can take the light and slide it off the bracket like so. And that's what I meant by the mounting tape allows this to be like a placeholder until you can drive a screw to secure that mounting bracket. That's nice and secure. Now we attach our lights. Slide it right onto the bracket and then move on to our next light. All right, I'm at the very end of the installation process. I gotta tell you, it's taken me maybe 30 minutes so far to do the front of the house. So I have a few more lights left on the eave. But I wanna tell you this, please be careful when you're working off a ladder. Observe the safety, okay? Because you don't wanna take a tumble, even if it's just from maybe a matter of 8-9 feet up, you know, you can still get hurt. Every ladder should say what rung you need to stop at and not go beyond. And this ladder is no different. Now I'm going to unravel my neon rope and start installing it, but I think it'll be easier if I attach my stakes first and then drive them into the ground. Now when you attach your stakes, just make certain that you don't attach to the light side. You want to get it from the bottom because you don't want to obstruct those lights. Stake here, and I'm just going to snap it there in place, and then I'll take this and drive it into the ground. All right, our spotlights are pretty straightforward. The hardware that's included are the spikes that we're going to drive into the ground. Next, we have our power supply right here. And included in this box, we have 6 spotlights that we're going to install. I'm attaching my stakes here to my lights. They give you hardware here to attach the two. There we have a secure connection. If you notice, our lights are just straight up, but we're going to want to pivot them a little bit so we can direct them as we choose. Now to do that, they've got an Allen nut here on the side, and it'll accept an Allen wrench. That's what this is. Now we want to insert that. We want to loosen that up like that, just a little bit. I'm going to go to the other side, repeat the process, loosen it up. Then you can pivot the light in the direction you want, and then just make certain that you tighten it up again. Now this is our light bar here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in my flower bed. Now keep in mind that you can actually mount these on a wall or a fence, but I'm using mine in my flower bed. Now the moment of truth has arrived, and it's time for us to power up those lights. And we've got a couple of options here. We can use the remote control they provide, or you can download the app and use your smartphone. I prefer to use my smartphone because really it allows me to do so much more with it. And we're just gonna click on it right there. It's gonna bring up a screen. But you know what, I'm gonna go back a little bit to the main screen where it displays the spotlight, the bar lights, the neon rope lights, and of course the house lights, which are the eave lights. And if we click on the house lights, it'll give me a choice of color, okay? Now right now they're set at red, but maybe I don't want the lights to be red. Maybe I really want the lights to be yellow. And so you can change them just with your fingertip, just like that. Or maybe I don't want color at all. Maybe I don't want yellow, maybe I don't want red. Maybe what I really want is just white. And I want a warm white instead of a cool white. Now I'll go back to the main screen because I also want to show you something. You can control the colors on all your different lights. But down here in the middle where it says scene, I'm going to click on that and it brings up an automation screen. And what I like about this is it allows me to have the lights turn on every day at 7 p.m. and they go off every morning at 6 a.m. So there's no work involved. It's just so very easy to use. Now I'll go back to the main screen. And again, what I like about it is that if you want just white lights, you can have just white lights. If there's a holiday coming up and you want a real festive mood, you can change the lights to any color in the rainbow. I can take it from blue to red. You can go from yellow to blue. I'm going to place a link in the description below so you can check the lights out for yourself. This is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.